perspective of the role of the people when it comes to the war on graft. Are citizens playing their role the way they're supposed to when it comes to the war on graft? Or are we simply just finger pointing the DPP, EACC, they're not doing their job, but deep down, we are also doing our own corruption on the ground?
So first of all, I'd like to say that I represent the UN, the United Nations, and the support that they give the justice sector and the Kenyans in general, and the Convention Against Corruption, which is a very far-reaching convention. And by the time Kenya acceded to that convention in 2003, it was a sign of the will of the government and of the people to address this scourge on the country. And so what we do as the United Nations is to come together and give technical support to institutions such as the DPP's office, the EACC, the judiciary, the police, and also to have education when it comes to the public. You know, those are called the preventative measures. And what we can say, and I must first take a step back and say Kenya has made so many strides, and I want to really echo what Twalib has said. The days in which there was so much impunity are over, and we are able to have this kind of discussion in an open way in front of the Kenyans for them to see what the public officers that they have brought to the office who are working for them are doing and the challenges that they are facing. Now, every case that has to succeed needs witnesses. It needs people who are brave enough to stand up and face whatever it takes in order to bring a case to court. Unfortunately, unless you do have credible witnesses, it becomes extremely difficult for this kind of case to go forward. You have to have credible witnesses that can stand up to the test of a court trial, and also to the fact that the accused person has his rights. We don't know whether it's a witch hunt on this particular person, and it has been done before. So the rights of the judicial officers is to make sure that each person coming before the court has their rights respected, both the victims and the accused people. So what I would say in response to your question is I do think that there has been a culture maybe of giving up or expecting other people to do the job. Working for the UN, but also as a Kenyan, I say there has always been this idea of serikali, saidia. Yeah. Nobody taking responsibility. We have right now been working together with the parliamentarians on what is called whistleblower protection. There is need for whistleblowers to come forward. Any war needs people to come forward and participate. There is need to break the culture of corruption. Yeah. Unfortunately, what happens right now is that it has invaded the society so much that that the young people themselves actually are thinking, why be straight when I can be corrupt? And one of the programs we're doing with UNODC is looking at the young people to understand what is the price of corruption. Yes, maybe I have a big mansion today, but tomorrow we have no rain because we've cut down the trees, because we've stolen land, because we've disenfranchised people. There is much more poverty in the land, much more crime that is being committed. There is need for the young people to understand the price of corruption. And I think that needs to come from the people themselves. And again, I've said this before, Trevor, that it's good to see people like you in the fourth estate making sure that this kind of message goes forward. That it does not stop with the stakeholder, with the justice sector leaders. It stops with the individual Kenyan learning and understanding the price that they're paying for corruption. Your big mansion will have a huge, heavy price on the next generation.
All right.